Dear students, good afternoon all. We are going to start the very first chapter of accountancy of class 11. Right, this is the very first chapter. The name of the chapter is Introduction to Accounting. As we all know, the main objective of the business is to earn the profits. So it is very important for the business to determine the results of the business at an appropriate interval. And to determine the profits at an appropriate interval, what we need to record the transactions or record the events in a systematic manner so that we can find out the profit or losses, right? And for that purpose we need accounting. Basically, to ascertain the final these information, we need accounting to ascertain the profit and losses of the business, to ascertain the financial position of the business, to find out the expenses, to find out the liabilities of the business, to find out the assets of the business, to find out the capital invested of the business. To obtain all this information, we need accounting. Now, come to the definition of accounting. Accounting is the process, right? As we can see in the image, that accounting is the process in which what we need, we identify, we record, we classify, we summarize, we analyze and interpret, and then we communicate. What? Basically, in accounting, we identify the financial transactions and events and measurement of the transactions and events in terms of money. Then, in the second step, what we do is we need to record the financial transactions. We have to record the financial transactions in the journal or the subsidiary book. Then in the third step, what we do is we classify them through the ledger accounts. Then we summarize the transactions by preparing the trial balance and P&L account. Then we analyze and interpret the financial data to find out the profit and losses. And then we communicate the financial data to the interested parties, right? So this is the process of accounting, or we can also say that these are the characteristics which must be present in accounting. Now come to some interesting facts. The origin of accounting has been done by the Luca Pacioli, and Luca Pacioli is the first man who described accounting in 1494. Luca Pacioli is also known as the father of accounting because he is the man who first used the word accounting, right? And he belongs to Italy, so we can say that accounting has been originated from the Italy, right? Now, what are the characteristics of accounting? Basically, we had covered that there are 7 steps in accounting process, and those 7 steps are the characteristics of accounting. The very first characteristic of the accounting is identification of financial transactions and events, right? A business is full of events. What are the events? Events are the incidents or economic activities, right? However, in a business, there can be financial, there can be non-financial events also be there. But in a business, we need to record the financial nature transactions, right? As they bring the change in the resource of the firm, like purchase of goods, purchase of assets. These are the transactions of financial nature, or can say the events of financial nature. In the very first step of the accounting, what we need to do, we need to identify these financial transactions and financial events. Now, the second characteristic of accounting is to measure the transaction, right? Accounting record transactions only in terms of money, mean the transactions which are capable to present in terms of money, then we can record these transactions in the accounting, right? In the third characteristic of the accounting, what we need to do is we record the transaction. The third characteristic of accounting is recording of transactions. Basically, accounting involves recording the financial transactions in the books of the account. Recording the financial transaction in the book of account, what does it mean? It means entering the transactions in the account. We have to record it, right? So that I can summarize and classify it later on. Basically, the recording what we do in journal or in cash book or in subsidiary book, which we'll study in the further chapters. Then the fourth characteristic of the accounting is the classifying. Basically, classification is a process. What happens in the classification? We group the transactions or we group the events of similar nature at one place, right? Or that particular place is known is a separate account and it is known as ledger, right? Basically what we do in classification, in a classification we summarize, we group the activities, the financial activities or the financial transactions which occurred in a business in a separate account, and that particular accounts are known as ledger accounts, right? Then classification may what happens is, okay, we enter the transaction from the journal because in the journal we had recorded the transactions, and from journal we transfer the all the entries to the ledger, right? And this process is known as posting. Then the fourth characteristic of accounting is summarizing. What we do in this step is basically summarizing involves the presenting the data, right, in a manner in which it become understandable to the concerned parties or it become understandable to the stakeholders. In a summarizing, we prepare the trial balance, we prepare the trading account, we prepare the profit and loss account, and prepare the balance sheet. Basically, summarizing helps to find out the profitability and to find out the financial position of the business. In the sixth characteristic of accounting, we analyze and interpret. In accounting, the result of the business are analyzed and interpreted so that the users of the financial statement, who can be the users? Our employees, our shareholders, our investors, our creditors, government, tax authority. These are the users of the financial statement. Right. So we need to analyze and we need to interpret the accounting information so that it can become meaningful, right? And the sound judgment of the business can be possible by analyzing and interpreting the accounting information. In the very last step or last characteristic of accounting, what we do, we need to communicate the financial data, right? Communicate means transferring the financial data to the interested parties, right? How will transfer it to the interested parties? By the help of annual and periodic reports. From time to time, an accountant is required, a business is required to communicate the financial data to the interested parties because that particular data is going to help the parties in the decision making. Because if I am the investor of a company, if I am investing the funds to the business, then it is necessary for me to know the financial position, to know the profitability of the business so that I can make decision whether I should invest further in this company or not, or I should switch off, right? Now, what are the branches of accounting? As we know, economic development and technological improvements have resulted in a large scale business operations. In order to keep pace with changing scenario, different branches of accounting has been originated. And here there are three branches are there: financial accounting, cost accounting, and management accounting. Financial accounting is the accounting which we are studying right now, right? What we are studying in financial accounting, how to prepare the books, how to prepare the accounts, how to find out the profitability, and how to find out the financial position. Right? Financial accounting is concerned with these informations. Cost accounting. Cost accounting is concerned with the controlling the cost. How much cost we are incurring to produce the particular product. This is the concern of cost accounting. Then management accounting, as the name suggests, the branch of the accounting which helps in the decision making, right? Or which helps the management to make decisions. That is management accounting. So these are the three branches of accounting that we have to study in class 11. Now, the objectives of accounting, as we get to know by the process of the accounting that there are several objectives that the accounting fulfill, right? So we can see in the figure that accounting is required to maintain the systematic record. We come to know that accounting helps in recording the transactions. So basically, it helps the organization to maintain the systematic records. It also helps the organization to ascertain the profit and losses because it helps to ascertain the profitability of the organization. Accounting also helps the organization to determine the financial position, how much assets the organization have, how much liabilities the organization have, and then to help the management in decision making. We had already discussed it, and to provide the information to the users, because the process of accounting end up with the certain accounting information, and when we communicate those accounting information to the interested stakeholders, so it also becomes the objective of the accounting, right? So accounting objectives are the aims for which we are doing accounting, we are performing accounting, right? Maintenance of the accounting records and business transaction we have gone through. A settlement of the profit or losses, then depiction of the financial position. Accounting helps us. Accounting also helps us to provide the information, right? Information to the interested parties. Those interested parties can be the government, can be the owners, can be investors, can be lenders, can be employees, can be competitors, and can be the social groups, right? These can be the parties who are interested in the accounting information produced by the accounting process. Now, accounting information has two kind of users: internal users who are the internal part of the organization, external users who are not the internal part of the organization. Here we can see who are the internal users: owners, management, and employees. They are the internal users of accounting information. And external users: banks, financial institutions, investors, creditors, government, researchers, consumers, public. These are the external users, right? They are not the part of the organization, right? Now, why do investors need the accounting information? Basically, the investor are the person who are investing in our business, who are providing us the capital. So they need the accounting information so that they can analyze the risk and return on the investment. Why do employees and union require the accounting information? To know the stability, the profitability, and the distribution of wealth within a business, right? Because they are the interested stakeholders of the business. Now, lenders also require the accounting information so that they can get to know the credit worthiness of the company. Suppliers, creditors, they are the creditors of the organization. So organization need to pay them. So they want to know whether the company, whether the organization, whether the enterprises has good credit worthiness or not. Customers also require the accounting information. Government and other regulators also require the accounting information so that they can see whether the regulations has been complied to the organization or not.